Hey everybody, welcome back. We've got a very exciting day today. Aetherdrift just released on Magic Online this afternoon, and I'm already on the board. We've got on the longer trophy leader. That's unlucky. So I got a trophy pretty early on in my first league with the new cards, which is pretty awesome. And I thought instead of the games themselves weren't honestly all that interesting, though I was excited to have trophied. Um, would be Dredge, Sneak and Show, Esper Reanimator, um, Eldrazi, and Ninjas. So, other than the matchups themselves, nothing terribly interesting happened, I would say. Um, all the new cards showed up. I was winning enough that I didn't actually activate the exhaust abilities on anything except for Draconautics one time. Oh, and I should talk about Grease Trench Goblin. So this guy um, didn't was initially under my radar because it's a 1 mana 2/1 and has exhaust. So you can meaning you can activate this one time. You can pay 2 in a red, discard up to 2 cards, draw that many cards. The up to wording is important because of Bowmasters, and then put a +1/+1 counter on it. So pretty unassuming. Looks bad, honestly, at first blush, but Goblins has been dying for 1 mana creatures that are playable for so long, and I think this is actually the best 1 mana Goblin printed since Skirk Prospector. And it's possible that for this deck, it might end up being better than Skirk Prospector. I could imagine playing a 3-1 split here. For now, we're going to keep this kind of 2-2-2 edition of new cards. I could see trying a 3-2 split going the other direction with Draconautics. I could see going up to a third Heavy. Heavy was the most obviously good card in the league I played, but it's also the most expensive, so that kind of makes sense to some degree. So I just want to keep playing. I just want to get reps in and see how these cards continue to play out. So 100% win rate to start, so we can really only go down. So maybe that's a bad omen, so to speak. But it was really encouraging just how smooth the deck felt, and I think the deck with 12 1-drops. So way back in the day, Goblins used to play 13 1-drops because it was 4 Lackey, for Vile, 4 Mog Fanatics, and then 1 Skirk Prospector. And I'd like to get back to that. This is an interesting hand. Let's keep. All right. Classic Lackey or Vile. And also just mana sequencing is interesting here. Because if I think I'm going to lead on Vile because I don't have a removal spell for a blocker, and my Lackey payoff isn't really that exciting. I'd just be putting in Boggart and then casting Draconautics. I think what I'd rather do, I think I'm actually going to go Cavern Vile. Okay, opponent mulligans to 5. I'm going to go Cavern Vile. It's bad against Force plus Wasteland, but not that bad still. And that way I get to preserve this for a Surveil. And I think what I want to end up doing is that on turn 3, I want to Violent Engineer and then activate it, make a... Is this the mirror? Oh, it's Painter, okay. Okay. All right, opponent Let's continue with the plan here. Playing Boggart doesn't really do anything, so we're going to get Surveil. We're in a bit of danger against that into Goblin Engineer if they have a artifact. Painter? Okay. Alright, so we're looking for a Wasteland or a removal spell. Heavy. This is interesting. This is interesting. Opponent's got 3 cards. I need to get rid of... I need to get rid of both their things or draw a Wasteland. I can just get rid of one thing. If I draw a Munitions Expert... No, I can't Boggart in the same turn. So if I draw Heavy and then I go Ancient Tomb, Heavy, Draconautics, activate, attack, they block Lackey with Painter and take 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm dead on the next turn. I don't think that's good enough. I think I need to find something else. Okay, so now we'd have to sit tight. We're going to make our 4/4. We are in danger. But if I can draw a Munitions Expert, and then I can kill the Painter, and then Boggart the Welder in response to Welder, I think we're in good shape. So I need to find Munitions Expert, Matron, or Broadside. Oh, I'm just dead. Okay. Not dead? Opponent probably is a blast, though. Here's a 4/4. It's pretty good. All right. Give me something, deck. Nope, that's nothing. All right, we're dead. Because opponent can get Mox Opal. So... what's the best thing I can do? I need to get my opponent to block with the Welder so that playing around Munitions Expert is something that matters. but then I don't have black-red open for Munitions Expert, so it's like kind of whatever. Should have played the Lackey. I'm dead, but... just didn't have interaction. I think if I had played... if I played Lackey on 1, we're theoretically in a better position, but not really. It's just that the Welder's dead, but we'd still be dead to the Grindstone. He's going to Pyroblast something. Okay. I can't afford to let my Boggart not do a thing here, I think. So as long as my opponent has a Lotus Petal or a Mox, I'm dead. Or just a land. Yeah, so Expert wouldn't even save me here because of the Welder. All right, figured it out. All right, Painter. We've got pretty excellent cards to board in. Probably cutting Skirks. Don't want to leave in. I'm gonna cut 1 vial. I don't want to leave in, or maybe not. I don't want to leave in Slingang really, but it's important to not like lock yourself out against Ensnaring Bridge. I feel like this is not a good matchup for Heavy, really. I think I'm gonna cut Heavy, and then Draconautics seems good against a Bolt deck. Like that 4/4 did matter there. We'll leave in 1 Muxus. Maybe I will trim 1 vial. And I haven't liked Sear Slicer that much against Fury decks. Okay. Double vial. Dismember. It's a little vulnerable. Specifically against Pithing Needle, but my opponent surely will not Pithing Needle me. Okay. I'm really scared of dying to Natural Grindstone if I tap out here, but I kind of have to develop this other vial, I think. If I hold up Dismember and my opponent plays like a Fable, it's just so bad for me. Okay. Pyrokinesis would be a banger. Land. Oh man, what do I want to do here? I think I'm sitting tight again. I need to get one more turn, basically. I am dead to land Grindstone. I could play around that by proactively killing the painter, but the problem with that, like, because then it... Okay. Okay, so that can ETB, and then I'm going to dismember the welder. So I don't get Chaos Defilered. We're very close to stabilizing this. Flute. All right, so vials 3 and 2. Sling Gang is not a good draw. Yeah, now we're in a bit of a bad spot. I guess I can continue to ignore the painter. And just hope my opponent never draws Grindstone. That's probably what I have to do. It kind of sucks. It's very dangerous to do that. But if we get one more turn, we can Matron for Trashmaster. I can expert the painter, but then they can just weld it back in, or weld the Disruptor Flute in, which would be really bad for me. So we have everything we need. We just need time, and we know my opponent doesn't have a Grindstone because they would have killed me last turn. Unfortunately, we don't get to attack here. But if these vials tick up another turn, we get to send my opponent to the Stone Age with Trashmaster. Okay. Sad, but, you know. Really not that terrible in exchange on cards. It's a 2 for 2. Hello. I have a lot of choices here now. I don't like just bombardiersing because then I'm pretty vulnerable to just a removal spell killing me, which really shouldn't be the case here. It's a little unfortunate we're not getting any Seer Slicer triggers, which is annoying. I can make it for Trashmaster now, but then yeah. Then the Bolt is still very good. I guess we would throw Seer Slicer. We'd throw 3 things, kill this. Guess we keep the Matron. They get Urza Saga stuff. If they don't have it, then I get an extra token. Actually, no, they can just block with the Urza Saga token, so I shouldn't attack. Let's see if you go for Grindstone. You're making constructs, okay. Okay, so I want to play around a Pithing Needle. Ooh, I should have done the Vial trick. I should have activated Vial on 4 and then done the thing in response. It's okay, though. Okay, now if you get Pithing Needle, I kind of do care still. I'll kill one of the constructs. 4. I'm not sure which one of these actually matters more now. I'll kill the Painter just in case of more Pyroblasts. I sort of presume this is going to get Needle, but now Needle has to name Trashmaster instead of Vial. We're going to turn the corner really quick here, though. Like, these two combined with a hit with a Lord in play is, like, so much damage. Because even if they needle... Yeah. This is sort of the reason to kill the Painter, because now I can't throw a Vial to another Saga. That's annoying. All right. Chose wrong. It's pretty bad. Okay, the attack is really good for me. Absolutely essential, in fact. Ancient Tomb, you don't do anything. All right. Attack like this, throw the Vial. Make a token. Second Saga is definitely pretty bad for me. I definitely wish I should have killed a Construct token there. Okay. Yeah, bring it on. Okay. Can I kill my opponent this turn? I'm pretty sure I just can, just straight up, right? 6. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay, so just do that. Yeah. Okay. That was a close one. Beating Double Saga without any Wastelands is not always easy. So we're really looking for Pyrokinesis on the draw. House Squad Heavy would not have been terrible, just for more resources. The Draconautics was not a good draw there. Like, well, it was mostly just because I didn't have a red source. If I had a red source, it would have been fine-ish, I guess. Not that relevant either way. So I want to skirk on the draw for mana reasons, not really. Because again, that's what Grease Wrench helps, is that we don't have to keep in bad 1-drops just because they're 1 mana anymore. Sear Slicer or Dragononyx? We had trouble attacking early. I need Vial more on the draw, which is awkward. Because it makes me more vulnerable to Needle. And we saw Needle and Flute. So drawing multiple Vials is kind of bad. I feel like it can't be right to cut a Vial, but I don't know what else I should do. Okay. This has the makings of a good hand, because it has a Pyrokinesis and a Wasteland, which is really important. I think what I need to be able to do here is just, like, turn 2 Matron, turn 3 Ringleader, and then Pyrokinesis the board. Obviously I need to not draw lands, but as long as I draw spells, I should be okay here, unless I have to Pyrokinesis on turn 2, and I don't draw a red card for a turn. Then I have nothing. But again, I just put a bunch of mana sinks in the deck. Like, this is a spot where Grease Wrench is like a really good draw. Mountain. Pedal. Pass. Okay, I'm happy with that. Land is objectively worst draw in my deck. Saga. Fable. Yep, that's bad for me. It's quite bad for me. Okay, we drew land, so that's kind of worst possible. Have to do this. And I have to draw a red card next turn. Discard Dragon Engine. Okay. Maybe I should have ignored the Saga, played the Matron anyway. Seems kind of bad. Painter. Okay. Ooh, then all the land. Okay, we drew a red card. Pretty scared of Pyroblast. Okay. So if I get Trash Master, I just don't have enough material to keep up with it. It still kind of has to be Ringleader, I think. I think I'm probably going to eat shit to a Pyroblast. Like, my opponent has 1 land, so, like, it's so tempting to Pyrokinesis here. I'm actually going to do it. Oh, this Pyre Blast is gonna hurt so bad. Yeah. The problem is like they never don't have it up if I don't do it right then because of the thing. Maybe that's not true though. Like maybe they use that 2 mana on that turn. I think I'm gonna die to Fury here. Matron Sling Gang, not really that good. Definitely could have sat on the Pyrokinesis, huh? Probably lose to it either way. Yep. So 6, 7, 8, 9. I go to 2. I think I'm dead. Which is rough because Painter's a pretty good matchup, but I think I maybe took too many risks. One thing I could have done is I could have held on to the Pyrokinesis and then cast Ringleader, not using the Cavern to bait it out. That's what I should have done. That's actually 100% what I should have done. Now my Tomb's off. Don't really have any outs here. I could draw a second Pyrokinesis. Yeah. Yeah. That was the Pyroblast was pretty obvious because I think post-board you don't name blue unless you actually have a... Yeah, I'm dead. Jeez. Could have played that better, yeah. But I also kept a risky hand. I also could have mulliganed. So we'll see round 2. All right, back for round 2. Ugh. Disappointing loss in round 1. This hand a little too risky. God, I hate fucking tap lands. I'm gonna keep it though. Yeah, put back the Draconautics. Ancient Tomb. Hey, it's Painter again. All right. Give me a land. Nope. Sucks to mill a Matron, but obviously not in position to cast Matron. Kind of, I don't know, kind of feel dead from the outset here just with my mana situation. Maybe should have mulled a 5. We'll see how good this Wasteland is. Soul Cauldron. 2/4 is actually very annoying. Because now Grease Wrench can't turn into a removal spell for Bombardiers. Yeah, of course you would do that. Okay, we drew a land. Be in such a better position if I did not have a tap land on turn 1. Have to develop, I think. Yup, that's why. And oh, Spirit Guide, okay, alright. Okay. Give me an Ancient Tune? Is that better than Scrying? Getting a creature on board does matter for Expert, so I guess I will do that. I'm going to get annihilated by a Fury. I can feel it, though. Cast another Spirit Guide? No. Good card. Got one card. Okay, I guess I'm just killing Painter in upkeep. It's not exciting. Need my opponent to whiff pretty hard here. And not have a Lightning Bolt. Okay. Mill another Soul Cauldron. Okay. I think I will trade here. Ooh, they do get the Rummage off Soul Cauldron. It's kind of nasty, actually. Fury, Chaos Defiler. Okay. Okay, we're just not drawing enough mana. I think I'm just dead. So that is the problem with mana sinks, right? Is if you don't have the mana, they don't do anything. Not the best showing for the new cards there. But I did keep a pretty sus 6. We were just behind on tempo the whole time. Draconautics does not seem great in the Painter matchup, we'll say. Especially against a version of Painter with Soul Cauldron. It's going to be kind of terrible. Like, if they can just make all their things make 4/4s, that seems really bad for me. Graveyard Hate is a lot better against that version of Painter, but not this Graveyard Hate. I don't think I want ley lines. Let's keep in one heavy. This hand's pretty great, actually. Turn 1 Vial, turn 2 Matron, turn 3 Trashmaster plus Violin. Well, actually, that's fine. Let's get... My opponent plays something I need to kill. I think I can actually afford to get Ringleader here. Because we get the play pattern of Trashmaster, attack, blow up Vial, put in Seer Slicer, blow up another thing. Okay, we still get to do that. It's a little bit worse. Because we don't get damage in. Oh, okay. Do got a lot of 4-drops over here. I mean, I guess I got Bombardiers now, because if I drew Slinking, I would just kill. I would just like kill them next turn, probably. I'm gonna block, because if they bolt, okay, then I just get to kill the treasure token for free. Sure. Sure. I really want to Ringleader into a Bombardiers. Punished so bad. I mean, honestly, that seems worth taking the turn off. So we get to go Expert Welder, shatter the Painter, make a token. I'm not using my Vial optimally, but that's alright. I do get to Scry that way. I guess I get to Scry either way, but... I'll keep my 2/2. I don't think there's a way I get forced into blowing up Painter at an inopportune time. This is worse against like Mox Opal, I guess. Chaos Defiler. Sure. I think I just win, right? Yeah, okay. Make sure the painter dies so nothing weird happens. They're going to kill the Trash Master. Okay. Okay. So Needle and Vial ended up backfiring on my opponent, which is nice. Again, I don't like cutting this Vial. I cut Muxus in this matchup. I don't really want to, but like, how am I actually getting Muxus into play realistically? I guess that's fine. If I'm cutting Skirk, you know. Okay, this hand's solid. No Wasteland for Saga is kind of a problem. But like, if we have to react on turn 2, we have Expert. If we don't, we have Seer Slicer. We can rummage off Grease Wrench if we really want to. Ooh, opponent's a Welder. Grindstone. That's terrifying. Ooh, that's a good draw. Opponent, tap out for Painter. Go Mountain Painter Pass. Arena of Glory is scary. Think I'm tapping out for this Seer Slicer here, which is a little bit scary, but I can't kill Painter anyway if I just hold up Expert. Furnace. Pass. Sus. Ooh. Wasteland's pretty good. Opponent's just taking it. Nope, they're not. Okay. That's crazy. That's awesome, actually. Another bolt. Um. They have 2 cards. Really want to wasteland this arena. Okay, I'll wasteland arena. If my opponent plays a painter and passes, then I can at least expert bombardiers. Like it's like a 1-for-1 instead of a 2-for-1 kind of thing, but maybe they play a Fable. Soul Cauldron. Okay. Okay. Sure. 2/4 is exactly what we can kill. I'm okay taking an extra 2 here because I probably want to Ringleader plus Surveil next turn. Okay, now we're in a really good position. And they're actually dead next turn. Spirit Guide. Okay, that's a 3/3. Oh, they're still dead, actually. So we need to attack for 2, throw for 6. GG. Okay. Cheap threats. Pulled out the bolts. That's what we wanted. I think opponent maybe sitting on the... I guess they didn't have 5 mana. They would have drawn the Spirit Guide. So I think if they actually just played the Cauldron and passed, instead of playing the Painter, we would have lost. But obviously, it's just playing around different things, right? They wanted to grow the Painter to more toughness, I think, is what they were trying to do. Makes it harder for me to kill. All right, back in round 3 with a very solid hand, very interactive. This is like the hand that we kind of wish we had against these 2 painter matches. Now it's gonna be like Reanimator. Nope, Delver. Okay, this hand's good against Delver. Okay, just got better. Would like Vial to resolve, but you know, can't get everything you want, so we'll see. No days. No, ooh. No flip. No flip. Brainstorm. Okay. Well, Delver's definitely slipping now. I would really like a 1-drop so that I can Violent Expert, and then they try to bolt the Expert, and then I blow them out by Viling in my 1-drop. That would be insanely good. Am I experting Delver? If they didn't have a second bauble, it'd be kind of interesting because then I mean, pulling a bolt out of their hand right now is sort of nice, and forcing them to shuffle is also potentially nice. This is an interesting spot. Very interesting spot. Do expose my cavern this way. This is kind of bad, actually. I just thought about it a little bit harder than I played my land. Let's see if they crack their fetch land or the bauble. See ya! That felt good. Wasteland plus Murktide kind of sucks. Okay, I think we're basically in the clear now, because if they just play Murktide, we can Expert plus Bomba to kill it. Be a 5/5. It's pretty easy. And then we're just like really ahead on tempo and have Vile go into 3 with a Matron in hand. Okay, Wasteland. It's annoying, but like... Do you have a DRC? They obviously don't have a DRC, actually. Opponent's scared of a lackey. Okay. They took the bet that I don't have a lackey, and they are correct. Just a little sad for me. That's not bad. Do I... should I have just played my mountain and then just cast this? 1, 2, 3... Forcing them to daze does have value. Because then they can't Murktide with Bolt up. Hmm. 1, 2, 3... Yeah, playing out this fetch is kind of terrible. Pretty big error. I guess I can just Vile in the Draconautics. It's bad against DRC. Did they shuffle on the Ponder? They did. This might still be fine. I do have 6 cards, though. Yep. Yeah, so this is what we were trying to avoid. So let's surveil. Sear Slicer. Sear Slicer is kind of interesting. So if I go Draconautics, then I go... How am I beating this lightning bolt is really what this hinges on. This would be a good moment for Sting Scourger. What am I looking for? Is the other question. Not actually sure. Am I taking 6? Am I just trying to be okay with that? Get them to spend bolts and other stuff. One, two, three, four, five. I'm 1 short. I'm gonna keep it kind of reluctantly. They might bolt here, which should be good for me. Okay, I kind of regret keeping that now. I wasn't thinking, like, I can't actually really attack here. Maybe I can? I need 4. I need them to block Draco now. Getting around the bolt here is so difficult, actually. I should have played this into Daze last turn, I think, just to get them to Daze it. Or I should have left File on 2. I could just try to push damage and just go like Bombardiers, Sear Slicer, activate, attack, and just hope to race. I don't think that goes well. So if I'm matroning, what am I matroning for? I'm matroning for another Bombardiers, maybe Sling Gang. Probably Sling Gang. Okay. Opponent has a bolt, and I'm going to matron for Sling Gang. That's really bad. Another Murktide. Oh, they missed a damage. Another bolt? Of course you do. Alright, so they have another Murktide. I think I'm just dead, honestly. Okay. So they attack me down to 2. They're going to go to 13. I play Bombardiers, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not really good enough. Yeah, Sting Scourger would be good here. Sling Gang's not good enough. Maybe if they don't have another Murktide, what's my way out of this? I guess it's still Sling Gang then. Hope to draw land. Hello. Got another bolt? No shot? Oh my god. Oh my god. That's exactly lethal too. Alright. Engineer was starting to lose me a little bit, but it's very useful right there. Would have been better as a battle cry. Worth saying. Daze me? Yeah. I will not pay. And you're at 7. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna do this. You don't have Stifle. Whoo! Top deck Lackey is kind of sick there. All right, let's get these out of here. Skirks. These. So I like these 5 a lot. I really generally don't like Dismember. I kind of like all my other cards. Like, all my other cards are good in the matchup. House Squad's like kind of medium, but it's got a house squad, I guess. Everything is ETBs or cheap is a decent strategy, I think. Basics. And a 1/2. This kind of needs to draw. And this is like keepable. It's like borderline, honestly, but it is mostly good draws, I feel like. Like most lands and most spells are okay, lackey. Yeah, lead on lackey. I guess maybe you're supposed to lead on Grease Wrench, because if they flip the Delver and then don't attack, then like the Grease Wrench can attack into the Delver. That's just realistically most of the time what's happening is they're just going bolt your lackey, attack you. They're not going to hold back. Okay. Pyrokinesis, please. Kept a card on top. Okay. It's kind of weird to keep it on top and then you've end the festivities in your deck. Alright, so your hand is Bauble card. Presumably they're going to use this. Ponder, one unknown. So Pyrokinesis is like insanely live. Fuck. Black Source, please. Cavern, please, especially. Pretty sure I'm gonna die, though. They need to find an instant in their Delver deck. I guess they could find, like, Forces and Dazes, and maybe can't attack with the GRC this turn. Shuffle. Bolt. Sure, I'm dead. Kinesis? Oh, you would have been a lot better last turn. Kind of feels like Hydroblast, to be honest. Have to pull the trigger, though. Okay. Kinesis would have been so much better last turn. There's Murktide. Hey, it's a 7/7. I'm at 7. I'm dead. Okay. I mean, kept a sort of medium hand and got run over. That's kind of normal. Also missed my third land drop. Let's run it back. No red source, Sag. No black source again. It's another kind of borderline, but keepable. I mean, I can just sort of... Opponent's also on 6. Am I just trying to race? I just put back Expert so I don't have to draw a black source to function. Kind of awkward because Expert's one of the better cards in the matchup, but obviously can't cast it right now. And assuming like he dies, then I go like Sear Slicer into Bombardiers probably. Draconautics later. I'd love to draw an Aether Vial. We won the game where we drew Vial. Ponder, 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 ponder. No. Ooh, hello. No force, no force, no force, no force, no force, no force. Yes. Okay. Okay. Maybe that Wasteland was bad. So any land is good for me. Pyroblast's decent. 2 basic islands? Are you crazy? That's nuts. I guess they're straight blue-red. Kind of wondering if I just go haste. Oh no, this is haste other creatures, right? It's kind of a bummer. They fear the lackey. No 1 damage for you. Okay. Don't think I'm playing around days here. Am I playing around Wasteland? Yes. Maybe. Kind of important to be able to draw Munitions Expert. It's not. And I think I'm going to play the Draco, because that plays around in the festivities. Let's draw an Ancient Tomb. They didn't flip the Delver. Okay. I guess if they just go Murktide, Bombardiers does not kill it, but it does mean that they can't, like, they can't block either. I really want to make a dragon. Please let me draw an Ancient Tomb so I can make a dragon. Nothing. That's strange. This might be Borrower then. Yeah, it's Borrower. A Braid? That's worse for me. Well. Oh, yes. Yes. Unless you got a second Hydro, you are in big, 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 big trouble. Kaboom. That was such a clutch cavern draw. God damn it. Kind of feel like they're going to die to the board, though. Borrower? Sure. I'm just going to do this for 1 damage, because it's a 3-turn clock that way. Basically have to draw a Murktide to get out of this, and I need to keep whiffing on lands for the rest of the game. Oh, god damn it. Why did I say anything? Okay, they have no cards in hand, so if we draw a land... Oh, they draw a bubble. Right, sure. Alright, it's a painful land, but we'll do it. Okay, so we've gotten this far. They block the Draconautics. Yeah, I'll sack stuff to kill Murktide, and if they block the Seer Slicer, I'll throw the Seer Slicer at their face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did put in the 1. I'm just gonna put him to 1. Don't think it's really possible if one of their cards isn't a bolt right now, which it obviously isn't. Like, end the festivities plus a Delver, but then we just play Matron. Okay. Nice. All right. It's been some tight games so far. So Draconautics was, like, obviously had won us that game 1. We're really behind. It's a little mana intensive otherwise. It's probably the card I've been least impressed with so far, which is funny because it was the card I was most interested in when it got printed. But I mean, it did give good beat down there, but could be better maybe as a Lord. Like, I do wonder if Hordemaster fits the deck a little bit better right now. I do like how it works. I like it against Bowmaster. Oh, Stifle-Naught guy. I kind of have to keep it because it's turn 1 Vial against Stifle-Naught, but it's pretty bad, honestly. Opponent's version of Stifle-Naught 2 is like, feels particularly difficult. Though I haven't played with the new cards. New cards seem pretty good against Stifle-Naught just because they're not ETB based at all. The Stifles seem less relevant. So we're looking to draw Ancient Tomb. Please lead on a dual land. Tundra Ponder. Okay. I don't even know if playing this is better than denying the surveil. It probably is, but not by a lot. It's good if we draw another 2-drop, though. I'm fine with trading with Plow. Yep. Okay, not turn 2 Dreadnoughts. That's cool. I should have baited out a Stifle. That was dumb. Probably don't. Not that they are going to do it, but here's the card. Yeah. At least it's not Doorkeeper Thrall, but we probably get Dreadnoughted here, or double Dreadnoughted, and then we're just dead. Okay. Yep. Crater Maker would be good here. I gotta start pump faking with these vials more. That was bad. Gonna consign my 1/1. We can potentially survive multiple Dreadnought hits, which is pretty cool. Because we do probably get the Sling Gang into play. We are generating a fair amount of toughness. It's kind of interesting. Gonna be hard to get out of this. Need my opponent's hand to be pretty bad. You have Stern Scolding in your deck. Okay. I need to do this now to decide how I'm attacking. And I can't make it obvious that if my opponent stifled that, I would be dead. The vial trigger. Consign. Stifle, sure. Okay. I'm a player on Thrall. I don't even know. This is like, I don't even know if my opponent's playing Thrall. I think if my opponent had a Thrall, they would have played it. Does that make sense? Over Dress Down? Obviously, they've drawn some cards since then. They also might have put in Thrall in response to the Vial if they had a Thrall. Right. So if I attack all, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, no Thrall, please. Okay. I have to sack my Sear Slicer. And then with my vials on 3 and 4, I'm kind of in a bad spot. Okay. That was important. Heavy is really good this game. Wasteland. Sure. This is Oculus. Null Drifter. Okay. I think I just want my opponent to be spending mana on anything, so if they go like stifle this and then hold up plow, maybe we're okay. Nope. Okay. This is a very interesting spot. Okay. This is your plan? If this is your plan, you're dead, I'm pretty sure. Hold back. Does that work? Oh, well. There you go. Phew. I cannot believe we are winning this game. Okay, heavy did a lot. Heavy did a lot. Okay. Alright. Also the fact that the Draconautics that wouldn't have done anything ate a plow is pretty big. Okay. Now I know my opponent plays Oculus. Let's get these Muxuses out of here. Pyrokinesis is like extremely... Let's see if my opponent has a list on Goldfish. Because it's just... Doorkeeper Thrall plays such a huge... Okay, there are Thralls. Oh, and there's Tamiya. Okay, so you definitely want Pyrokinesis. Okay, there's 2 Prismatic Endings, 2 Hydroblasts. Okay. So Tamiyo puts me in a little bit of a weird spot where, like, I kind of want to leave in. I'll leave in, like, 2 Experts. And then... cut the Ringleaders. And a Skirk. Do I leave in 1 Ringleader? Maybe I leave in 1 Ringleader. Have some card advantage. I guess I have card advantage through other means, though. Let's just try this. Could be that cutting the Experts is just bad, and you just need them. I could see cutting another Skirk, for sure. Oh, this isn't my opponent's list, though, because they didn't have Stern Scolding. It's like all 3 ofs. 3 Dreadnought, 3 Tamiyo, 3 Doorkeeper Thrall, 3 Null Drifter, 3 Stifle, 3 days. Well, alright, we're mulliganing that one. This one's pretty good. Opponent's deck is very good against Wasteland. So kind of just want to put back my Wasteland, even though it is my 3rd land. If my Vial dies or gets countered, which it probably will. We'll draw a 3rd land if we need it. Okay. I'm going to play around Hydroblast. Playing the Vial. If I get consigned, that's okay. That's fine. It's 1 less Dreadnought Enabler. Okay. If my opponent fetches here, I probably fetch too because of Stifle. I don't need my 3rd land really, but no. Okay. I want to represent Reb is the thing. Okay, Swords is fine. Now do I do it? What am I even looking for, though? Okay, I'm actually going to sit tight. This is, like, very dangerous what I'm doing, but... Opponent does only have 3 Stifles. Presumably. And holding up Reb means that you can't just go, like, Dreadnought Stifle me, or Consign, or whatever. Opponent needs to respect me a little bit. What am I trying to draw, though? I'll play Seer Slicer next turn. I guess I'm just hoping to draw Reb. Reb. Bombardiers. Heavy is not bad. Cavern would be good. Okay, another fetch. I think I'm kind of screwed. If they have a Dreadnought plus a thing. Alright, I'm just going to surveil right now. It's just too dangerous to wait, I think. I need to actually find something. I can't just bluff. I can't just bluff my way out of it. At some point, you actually need to have the stuff. A little awkward because I don't know what I'm looking for. At least not exactly. Ancient Tomb. Ancient Tomb is not bad. I'm actually going to keep Ancient Tomb because that means I can sling gang around a daze. Maybe they play Null Drifter here. Yeah. Oh, it's Oculus. Ugh. We can like theoretically kill that a couple turns from now, but like it's a lot of cards they're getting. And they have force. Alright, I'm dead. I am dead. Just didn't really have that much action going on. Got kind of killed by all the stuff. If I draw a Reb here specifically, maybe we're okay. Grease Wrench. It's not like the worst thing. I'm gonna like tread water. Barely. Oculus is pretty hard to beat if you don't draw Bombardiers. Could have surveilled away the tomb. feel like on the play though, we have a decent shot of running them over because they've got like when you load up on threats like Oculus, like you can have some clunky hands. Last card consign, Stifle, Plow. Sure. All right, don't I have to draw a Reb this turn basically? Ooh, you're so close to being good. Okay, so I guess Expert's going to be more important given how my opponent has built their deck. Oh, Dismember is good. We actually do have a lot of answers to Oculus. Gonna cut a Pyro. Oh, the card disadvantage is going to be quite bad, actually. And they're playing Hydroblast, so like, what if I just do this? All creatures. Well, not all creatures, but... Sure. No, I don't like this. I mean, Torrent Double Vial. Kind of pog. We have like all the cards we need. It's just like to like get going. It's just I've cut a lot of gas out of the deck. I guess this is a really good spot for Grease Wrench actually. I get to Rummage. Probably get rid of the other. Probably get rid of the Lackey. Plus something. Theoretically, don't need Cavern. If I even have one vial. My opponent kept 7. Not my favorite. Force me. Damn it. Okay. All right. We want a Matron, Bombardiers, something of those lines. Heavy would be good. How about Mountain? Mountain's not great. All right. Oh, maybe I should Surveil. No, I died a Dreadnought if I do that. Okay. I'm actually would be happy if they stifled my fetch land here. I'm actually like incredibly flooded, so that would be net good for me. It's long matches. All right, you got to Force of Will. You do not. Okay. Let's draw something to do with this Lackey. Unfortunately, don't have Moxus in the deck. Do I keep one of these vials at 1 for Grease Wrench? Rummage? Probably not. That's so bad, dude. That's so bad. That's like our opportunity right there to win the game, and we just have Stone Cold nothing. Like, we got the 2-for-1. We got all of our stuff set up. Now opponent knows we don't have anything. Could read as another Reb, though. Do that for Containment Priest reasons. I'm going to leave a Violin, too, in case I draw Draconautics. Heavy. Sure. All right. I think I hold my lands here. I don't think there's a reason to play them out. Dress down. I should have sat on that longer to bluff a Reb. Null Drifter. Okay. Okay, so if we draw a Munitions Expert, then we're like pretty ahead, actually. Bombardiers would also be very good. Okay. More lands, huh? Speed is 3. Don't think wastelanding them does anything at all, so... Also, I'm getting annihilated. Let's get rid of... I played a land, so they're not going to wasteland me this turn. I'm going to get rid of the Ancient Tomb. Another one. Yeah. Yeah, just not enough gas here. No Bombardiers. It's pretty simple, actually. Okay, Vials stay on 3. I do get punished if I draw Draconautics now, actually. That's exactly what we didn't want. Well, we've got all the mana in the world, as if we didn't already. Yeah, just started out with too much mana, and then we drew one spell and more mana. And we even had, we have a bunch of mana sinks in the deck. We didn't draw any of them. And we also didn't draw any way to interact with these two things. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, we drew straight up garbage the entire game, so kind of frustrating. Oh wow, you guys would have been good the entire game. Cool. Let's even rally back for round 5. That was a pretty frustrating one. The game really hinged on me putting in something with that lackey, something relevant. Like opponent wasn't even interacting with me. Like if I just like had threats, would have been fine. Threats or answers. How about mana? Heavy kind of kept us in the game though. Like other playable three, like Pashlik would be good there. We'd probably been activating a bunch, but probably not enough. Maybe I'm supposed to leave in a ringleader or a Muxus on the play against Stifle-Naught though, because that's not the first time that kind of match has happened where I've just sort of flooded out and died with like you interact once and then like that prospector. If that prospector was like a relevant creature, maybe we get it. Like if that prospector was a Muxus, we could have actually cast it uncounterably. They probably had another counterspell or another stifle effect, but like maybe not. You got to get through them eventually. The vials were really bad there. We put in one creature with vial, and we didn't even need to use the vial. So the vials were basically mulligans to 5. I guess we put in the lackey. That did matter. But we could have just like led on lackey. Alright. Well, okay. I know what this hand does. Opponent, please play a blocker. And nothing else. Uh-huh. Cool. Let's go another broadside. And hold up expert. I want to see if this is Eldrazi or Moonstompy. Okay, we're not getting that information. Sideboarding isn't too different. Well, no, it is pretty different. Definitely want these four either way. Probably cutting Skirks either way. Obviously, I really don't want Magus if it's Moonstompy. Flute is negotiable. Both decks play the One Ring, though there's fewer copies. I will hedge and port it in one. Let's cut one Sear Slicer. I think it's more likely to be Eldrazi. So I'm going to hedge towards that a little bit. Maybe I'll just skip the flute. Okay. Maybe it's more likely to be Moon because they didn't have Devourer or Once Upon a Time. Okay, just a curve out. If we get Chalice again, we can at least Surveil in turn one. Okay, it's Eldrazi. Not the scariest start unless they go turn two Ibugan. Which they probably will, to be fair. Something tells me I'm going to be fetching all my basics this game. All right. Expert. Ooh, hello. Let's see if they trade. Okay. Let's not get wastelanded. And do I Kinesis? Probably always. Don't mind pitching the Ringleader so much when I have two mana sinks in the table, so like, if I get Thought-Knotted, I still have stuff to do with my mana. Like, I'm not happy about it, but yeah. Let's fetch now. We start making dragons next turn. Just kicked Micah Spawn, fucks that up. Thought not again, do it. No, this looks like Kozilek's command. Sag. Okay. Micah Spawn. Okay, honestly, that could be a lot worse. What? Never mind. Okay, am I discarding both of these? I think I am. Those are pretty good. You got Dismember. Well, your life total is not very high. I need to draw a black source, and I've discarded a lot of them. It's not my favorite. Am I trading with Megaspawn? I think I hold back because of Slinging. Kind of crazy they have Saga in their deck. That was a really good Grease Fang. I keep saying Grease Fang, or Grease Wrench. Ugh. Okay. Pretty dead. That's not bad. Fortunately, not attacking. Do they have like Shadow Spear in their deck? They do. Okay, I'm dead. What the heck is this? I know this is some combo, theoretically, but I don't know what it is. I guess I'm double blocking and hoping to draw something. I don't know what something is. Okay, it ain't that. Alright, so read this, adapt. One more plus one. Oh, it's the Blade of the Blood Chief thing, right? Okay. Well, that makes Trash Master a hell of a lot better. Makes Flute kind of interesting. Obviously, we want Magus in here. Yeah, and if I got to make a 4/4 there, I need to draw an Ancient Tomb. Kind of neat. Hard to make room for the Trash Master, but it does seem relevant. Let's try this. Don't love the Surveil Land in my hand and not having removal spells, but it's pretty. It can be pretty aggro. Like just 1-drop plus Wasteland is just sort of good, I feel like. Against Mulligan. Well, hard to figure out when I'm going to be sequencing Theater. Temple. Okay, there's removal. You got Dismember. Taking 2 on the chin. Alright, hitting the Temple. It's their best land. Say it with me. Ancient Tomb, Ancient Tomb, Ancient Tomb, Ancient Tomb, Ancient Tomb, Ancient Tomb. I think that's... See if they dismember this. It's a lot of damage. They definitely have a dismember. So I think if they kill this... I think I'm surveilling either way, honestly. It's really important I play this Bombardiers on curve, I think, so it doesn't get Thought-Knotted. Even though I would be playing it on an empty board. Just less good. I don't really think about this Dismember. But now I want to play the Engineer so that I have pressure. They go to 12. I activate. They go to 9. It's not bad. I do want lands. If they have to Dismember, this Expert's not very good, actually. Kind of is, kind of isn't. I think I have better draws. They still don't Dismember. Okay, that's actually insane for me. City. Okay. Lackey. Kozilek's Command for 1. Okay. I need to pull a Dismember. So I think I'm playing these two, which is awkward because the Pyrokinesis. Wish I kept my Expert now. But now if they Thought-Knot Seer me, they take... It's another Kozilek's Command. Ooh, nope. Okay. Oh, the dude. It's fine. I get to kill both. Okay. Sure. Okay. I'm pitching the Bombardiers because I'm pretty sure they're gonna block. Okay, I really expected Dismember there. But now they have nothing. Like, now we just get another Bombardiers. And if they play, if they can Wasteland me, doesn't matter. I can hold up Dismember here. Nice. Okay. So 3-2. Lost to Painter. Kind of just didn't have enough interaction. And then flooded out versus Dreadnought. A lot of close games. That was a really interesting league, honestly. Can't complain. Grease Wrench really showed up in that game 2 against Eldrazi, getting rid of 2 lands. Draconautics, not as good as I wanted it to be. We didn't, it was a little too expensive to activate most of the time. So maybe we do want a Lord in here, because we did have a lot of wide boards. I mean, obviously, we can just go back to Battlecry. It's also an option. I was really happy. I was happy with Heavy and Grease Wrench. It did have that one moment where it really shined against Delver, which was cool. That was getting pretty lucky. I feel like Wordmaster might just be... I do, like, we did have a bunch of spots where it was like, oh, if we draw this, it would be good. So, like, we're still talking about small sample sizes so far. Seer Slicer might be less necessary since we've got House Squad making tokens for us. So the broadside fuel doesn't stop, though it doesn't curve. You know, it's not like you don't have broadside fuel in turn 3 unless you have a turn 2 Tomb House Squad. So I mean, really, we missed interaction, right? We missed. I think the deck's just maybe a little too like literal threat heavy, like creatures that are only attacking and blocking, that sort of thing. We want more removal in the deck. If we want more removal in the deck, keep looking at Gem Palm again. Like we're getting creatures into play more easily with all of our token generation. Yeah, Engineer's definitely been the least impressive so far, I think is fair to say. The three power, you know, on an empty board did, you know, it's kind of, it is nice against Delver and stuff. I'm not sure. I'll keep experimenting, but that's all for this video. Thank you all for watching. I think we learned some stuff. We had some really good games, actually. I like the direction the deck is going. So thank you all for watching, and subscribe. Check out the Patreon, and I'll see you all next time.